All right, the first game we're talking about today is called FlatOut. This is a new racing game for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. What'd you think of FlatOut?
Did you say Burnout?
No, FlatOut. Burnout is another game.
That this one ripped off.
Well, to some degree. It's
trying to.
It's closer to a Destruction Derby or a EVA Destruction type game.
I love Burnout 3. It was one of my favorite games of last year.
So every racing game since.
So every racing game from now on has got to try to rip off Burnout because it was so popular.
Yes.
Now, the thing with this game is that it's got some really excellent moments in it. I mean, this game should be given to student drivers about what happens if they don't wear their seatbelt. Because the best part about this game is that when you go really fast and you crash into stuff, they have the most ridiculous ragdoll physics.
The driver ejects and through the windshield.
Yeah, through the windshield, out the door. Your car totally has damage modeling stuff going on, so your bumpers will fall off and everything. But when the driver goes out of the window, it's like they don't have any bones at all in their body. And
it's like when you're dancing, the same kind of thing.
It's the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen.
Yeah.
But that's what makes it funny. So you try to slam your person into as much stuff as possible, try to get them run over by cars.
It's really crazy.
Is fun.
It's kind of like Burnout, but sort of taken to the next level because you do see the physics stuff going on with the vehicle, and you see how the driver's reacting to the crashes and bangs and booms and stuff like that. But then, because they launched the driver out of the car, it kind of is morbidly hilarious.
Oh,
I mean,
totally.
you can't stop laughing because it's just so preposterous what's going on there. They've even added the ejection of the driver as part of the rewards in the mini games that you can unlock as you work your way through the career mode.
The greatest mini game ever of all time is called the high jump, in which you take your car, you bring it up a ramp, and then you eject the driver out of the car and watch them as they pummel 700 yards to their death.
It is the driver being ejected that's going to, I think, draw the most attention, but the physics in this game are actually really solid. You'll see individual tires bounce and flail all over the place.
Right.
If you knock down like an overhanging sort of construction site, elements of that will crash onto the racetrack, and that will actually affect other drivers, which is pretty cool. It's really solid.
Now, the biggest difference, though, between this and a Burnout is the speed.
Yeah, you don't get the same
Burnout and Need for Speed Underground, I mean, it's all about, you can get some pretty great speed going.
You do get a nitrous thing going on here.
This is pretty slow. There's 40 different tracks. They got a pretty good, variety of tracks, which is nice.
You'll be racing in cities and in the woods and sort of like, like the dirt tracks and then in the snow a little bbit too. So you'd expect to be doing a lot of sliding. If your car gets stuck on a mound of tires, for example, and
you can't
get
stuck there.
Oh yeah, you can't sort of reverse, and you're really getting frustrated. There's also some pretty wacky catch-up AI in the game as well.
Where, totally.
Where they'll totally just pass you, even if you're in first place for a long time, and then all of a sudden you make a mistake, and boom, they'll be right there on your tail.
So I mean, really, it comes down to what this game is really about. It would be just another boring driving game, but the fact that you launch people out and they've really built the game around that, it actually makes it really fun.
It's memorable, definitely. You will remember FlatOut, even if it isn't the best racing game you've ever played. 7 out of 10.
I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 as well. On the positive side, there's over 40 different tracks. The mini games are really fun and hilarious. The damage modeling on the cars is excellent, but the greatest thing of all is that you launch people out of the car and watch them flail in misery.
On the negative side, this game doesn't go anywhere near as fast as what we've been seeing in Burnout and Need for Speed. Although we love the physics in the game, sometimes it does get a bit frustrating when you get caught up on things. And speaking of getting caught up, what's up with that wacky catch-up AI?